Reckham 247 editor Daniel Pauling. I'm here at the Lone Star Varsity Lineman Challenge. We have Coronado offensive lineman Emoree Giddens out here. He participated. His team did pretty well today. Emoree, just how do you feel you kind of did today? I know you had the bench press opportunity, a couple of deadlifts going on. How do you feel like you did in those things?
Well, I think we did good as a team, just putting all of our, we're fast, so we did good on as far as the speed things and everything, and then we have pretty strong people, so I think we did good as a team. And we came out here and competed. So.
All right, sounds good. Now, with the Texas Tech commitment, what have maybe the Texas Tech fans kind of been saying to you on Twitter? What have the coaches kind of been saying to you on Twitter after you made your commitment a while back? Just what's sort of going on with those two fronts?
Well, really with the coaches, I've just been hanging out with them, getting to know them, going up to Tech, just hanging with them, talking to them, and just really getting to know everybody there and getting familiar with the school and the way things run. And then as far as the fans, most of the time they'll see me in public and most of them just say, stick with your commitment or something like that, and it's funny, I guess.
Are you surprised they recognize you?
Yes, I'm very surprised.
But how does that make you feel? Hey, so, Texas Tech fans like, oh, hey, Emoree. How does that make you feel when you get recognized out there in public?
It's really cool, actually. I like it a lot. I mean, like, when I got my tux for prom, the guy was giving me my tux, and he just said, stick with your commitment, and I was confused, and I was like, huh? He said, and he just threw a guns up, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's really funny. I like it.
All right. Now, your guys are this coming fall, maybe a little bit more of a passing offense for your team. Where do you see yourself kind of fitting in on the offensive line this fall? Certain position, and just what do you kind of hope to get out of this fall?
Right now we have two young guys, so I got moved to the inside from playing tackle, which I think it'll benefit me just learning to play every spot of the line, even if I have to play center a little bit, so that if Tech needs me there, I'll be a little bit familiar with it and anything like that. So I think that's going to benefit me a lot in just getting stronger and just preparing myself for Tech pretty much.
Definitely. Is there a spot you feel best at on the offensive line? You feel better at tackle, guard, center? Is there any place you feel most comfortable?
Well, I play tackle my whole high school career, so that's probably what I'm most familiar with, so I feel like that's what I'm best at. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is Tech? I know we talked a little about this earlier. What is Tech looking at you at? What position?
I really don't know. Coach Hayes always tells me that I could play any spot on the line, and then he always tells me I'm a baby, so if I grow to be 6'6", I'll definitely be a tackle, as well as him being able to move me inside. And then I have a couple plays at Coronado, so where I'll run the ball, and I ran one for about 40 yards, and I trucked somebody, and Coach King's very solid, and he saw me, and he called me in his office. He was like, hey, I just saw your video. I think you got a little tailback action, didn't you? So I don't know what I'll actually be playing.
So maybe they're looking at you maybe as offensive lineman, but you've got that tailback skill. Tight end, defensive line at all, or maybe see you?
Maybe. I have no idea. It's just wherever they need me at is where I'm going.
Okay. So they're just looking at you, hey, we can fit him in somewhere. Let's get him in here, and let's find a spot for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you talked a little bit about this earlier. You maybe plan on graduating in December, and kind of, sort of, in a way, we'll get to Lubbock a little bit early. Could you kind of explain your plans for graduating and getting to Texas Tech?
I want to try to get done as early as possible so I can enroll into Tech as early as possible as far as getting my credits and then getting a jump start on my college stuff. So I see a lot of people graduating as juniors now in college, and I sort of want to be that person to where I can work, and then ultimately my goal is to play in the NFL. That's what I'm looking at, and Coach Hayes always tells me that. So I want to try to graduate early and whatever my school will allow me to do, and enroll into Tech and just get started, get on it.
How much of an impact will that make, being able to go into the 15 spring practices? Then you'll be able to lift with the coaches, get on the nutrition plan, maybe add a little bit of weight. How much of an impact will that make, being there a semester early and then getting into summer classes after that?
I mean, it'll be a huge impact. It almost will be like a head start for me compared to everyone else, and so I'll be there doing it and be common to it when my teammates get there. So I think that'll be great.
Now, Tuesday I had an opportunity to speak with Ivory Jackson, another Texas Tech commit, defensive tackle out of Amarillo. He said that you two have a relationship. I asked him how he kind of met you. What's sort of your relationship with him? How do you know him, and what do you two kind of talk about?
Me and Ivory, we joke around a lot. We'll go in Coach Curtis's office and play the Xbox. We talk a lot of like friendly mess to each other. First time I met Ivory was at a track meet. We had like a dance battle at the track meet, and Ivory's just really cool. I like him. He's a cool guy. He's real friendly, as well as Gio and Jet. They're all awesome people.
Definitely. What kind of relationship? I know you were at Tex camp on Tuesday. Jet Duffy, quarterback commit. Gio Pancotti, offensive guard commit. What kind of relationship do you have with those guys? Are you recruiting, trying to recruit guys, and reaching out to them on Twitter, saying, "Hey, come join us at Tech"? What's sort of your relationship both with the committed guys, but also the guys who are uncommitted, but kind of looking at Tech?
Yeah, I mean, we all communicate, like we all work. The Ivory and Jet committed, and now we're working on getting other people to commit, just trying to build up the squad is what we call it, try to build it up, and we're all cool with each other. I got to know him really well at the camp as far as Gio came over to my house, and we watched the game together, and Jet had to go home, though, back to Mansville,
right.
So I watched a lot. Jet has a cannon. I didn't know he could throw it like that, but yeah.
And he runs a 4.43 40
Yeah.
hand time, so that's being able to block for somebody like that. In a couple of years, just how excited are you for that? Maybe that opportunity.
That's cool. I mean, just knowing that I do like Jet, and I care for his safety, so I do anything to protect him. So.
Now, I did want to ask you, I'll let you get out of here on this. What are you hoping to get out of your senior season this fall? I know you're going to play a little bit of basketball as well. What are you just hoping to get out of your final year of high school, both in terms of academics and especially football and sports in general?
Academics as far, I made a pretty good SAT score, and I just want to stay on top of my grades and come out with the highest GPA I can. And as far as football, I want to get to the playoffs and just work hard, keep grinding with my team, and just spend as much time as I can with them until, it's over and everything. And then basketball, we've gotten close to state the last couple of years, so I want to get there and keep improving, keep getting all district and all region and stuff like that. So
I try to ask every single recruit this. Is there anything you want to say to Red Raiders fans, as you're a few months from stepping on campus?
Thanks for all the support. I love y'all. Go Tech.
All right. Well, this is Recom 247 editor Daniel Pauling. Thanks to Emoree Giddens for hanging out with us. We'll have a lot more coverage of Tech's summer stuff on Recom247.com.